everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and tonight I'm going to be discussing on how to lucid dream, what is lucid dreaming, and the difference between lucid dreaming and having premonition dreams. So if anybody out there that's watching this already lucid dreams, maybe you could put in the comment section below your tips and tricks on how to lucid dream to help other people out. So lucid dreaming is when you're dreaming and all of a sudden you become aware that you're in a dream. So you consciously wake up, but you don't physically wake up. So you consciously wake up, you're aware that you're in a dream. Now, when you're aware that you're in a dream, you can start to project whatever you wish to see in front of you or whatever you wish to do in the dream. You can control the dream. You can have fun with it. I usually go flying. My inner child loves to fly, so we fly all over the place. But the difference between lucid dreaming and premonition dreaming is when you consciously become aware of your dream, when you're having a premonition dream, it's a very vivid dream, but you don't have control of it, but it still feels the same as a lucid dream. So I've had premonition dreams in the past where it's consciously aware that I'm in a dream and I'm seeing what's going to be happening. Or I'll give you an example. I had a dream of aces and kings, and so I knew I was going to win at the casino. So I woke up, and that night I went to the casino and I played a game of, it was called Let It Ride, and it was like a poker table game because it was a card game. So intuitively, I knew that I was going to get a good hand with aces and kings, and I put some money down and got all aces, like 3 aces and 2 kings. So it was like a full house, and I won some money. So that was like one that for sure I knew 100%. I was like, I'm going to go to the casino tonight and win some money. So these premonition dreams, sometimes you'll have them like if something's bad's going to happen, that your perception of good and bad and right and wrong, that in your perception that something not so nice will happen in your reality. Sometimes you'll bring in a premonition dream so that you can either assist or stop it, or know what's coming to prepare yourself. So there's different types of premonition dreams. I only had really good premonition dreams. So if you want that in your reality, you can say that you would like to have really positive, happy premonition dreams. And also for the lucid dreaming, some tips that I do to lucid dream. So if I haven't been lucid dreaming for a while, I'll say, oh yeah, I want to bring that back into my reality. And I'll start to do these, they're like things that I do every day, so that at night, I'll become aware that I'm dreaming, and I'll become conscious in my dream, and then I can go fly or whatever I wish to do. So at first, the first thing I do is I'll say throughout the day, am I dreaming or am I awake? So I just randomly say it 4, 5, 6, 20 times, just whenever you think of it. Am I dreaming right now or am I awake right now? So this is like a reality check. So you're just checking in to see what reality you're in, and then do something to see if you're awake or asleep. So you can, like I usually just press my finger on my hand, and am I awake or am I dreaming? And I push my finger on my hand. My finger obviously didn't go through my hand, so I know that I am awake. Now, when you become conscious in your dream, it's really difficult to know if you're really awake or if you're still sleeping. So if you become conscious and you say, I think I'm dreaming, but I'm awake in my dream and I'm aware I'm dreaming, do the reality check. And if your hand goes through, or your finger goes through your hand, you'll know you're in a dream. Then say, oh, what do I want to create in this dream? And start having fun with it. Like you can create like all sorts of great food or visits with friends, or you could fly all over the world, whatever you wish to do. So it's a lot of fun, and those are the steps that I do. And I also, there's 3 steps I do. So those steps from saying, am I awake or am I asleep throughout the day? That's step 1. And then doing the reality check of, can my hand go through can my fingers go through my hand? And then also, before I fall asleep, I keep repeating in my head, I'm going to become aware that I am dreaming. I'm going to wake up in my dream, or I'm going to become aware that I am dreaming when I go to sleep tonight. You can say it in any of your own words, any way that you want to, but I usually just state, like, when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to become aware that I'm dreaming. And I'll repeat it a few times. Also, what you could do, this works for some people, is you can set an alarm. So if you set an alarm like for the middle of the night, like 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, and you wake up and then just get up for a few minutes and then go back to sleep. And as you're going back to sleep, state, I'm going to become aware that I am dreaming. And usually when you fall back to sleep, because you've woken yourself up, and when you go into that REM sleep, you're kind of more consciously aware and you can tap into it quicker. So the lucid dreaming happens during REM stage, and it's a lot of fun. You can have a lot of fun with it. But the thing that I wanted to bring up today was I wanted to add a little bit more to the lucid dreaming and premonition dreams into connecting with your spirit guides while you're in a lucid dream and finding out information, like, so you can connect with your higher self, or your inner child, or your spirit guides, or the universe, universal energy, whatever you want to call it. If you don't work with specific guides, just ask like the all-knowing, or source energy, or universal energy, or God energy, whatever your terminology is. In your dream, as you're becoming lucid and aware that you're dreaming, you can work with your spirit guides or the universe to find out things like in your blueprint or on your soul's path that would help you. Maybe there's like an idea that you've been coming up with and you just need a little bit more information. So it's like tapping into your higher self. But there's a lot of people in history, apparently, I don't know specifically who, but I've heard like a few people say, oh yeah, there was a lot of people who created things while they were lucid dreaming. So like created an invention or found out an answer to a question. So if you have a specific question that you want to ask the universe and you just aren't getting the answer, and you're experimenting with lucid dreaming, there's one technique that I used to do, and it was, I would have a glass of water beside my bed, and I would ask the specific question, and then I'd pick up the glass of water and take a sip, and then I'd set the alarm and then wake up, take a sip of water, and go back to sleep, and then I'd go into this lucid dream and get the answer that I was seeking. So you can try something like that. I'm sure other people have tips that they can put in the comment section below, but really working with your spirit guides to find out more about your soul's blueprint, what you came to do, where your spirit wants to play, I should say, because doing is third dimension, and we're moving into a 5th dimension perception. So it's like, where does my spirit want to play? And just doing this lucid dreaming will help to connect to your higher self or the universal energies if you're having a difficult time. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to channel for yourself because the ego is always getting in the way. So I find with like lucid dreaming that the ego is like not in the way. Let me think, is there anything else I wanted to say? about lucid dreaming. If you have any questions, like just put them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer the questions. I'm not an expert on lucid dreaming, but I'm getting a lot of messages from Saint Germain on lucid dreaming more to connect. Like he's saying that a lot of people will be able to get more answers and connect stronger with their guides right now because of the universal energies have really expanded, and it's quite a lot easier to tap in. And where some people, he's saying that some people that like watch this channel, sometimes they have a hard time channeling for themselves, and this is just another way to connect with your spirit guides, and you can help clear things. Like, so if you're having a difficult time in wake state in your reality on planet Earth, where you're getting a lot of triggers or a lot of shatters, and say, for example, maybe that you have had a past lifetime where you're have a lot of like jealousy issues, and in this lifetime you're happily married, but all these things from the past lifetime are coming up about being jealous and needing to bring this to the surface. Well, you can do that in your sleep instead of doing it in your wake state. So some people are getting triggered in their wake state, creating something in the reality to bring to the surface to transmute back to love from a past lifetime. So maybe a wife would get jealous if her husband was talking to another woman or something. But you can ask your spirit guides to assist you during sleep state, and you don't have to lucid dream to do this. The spirit guides will come in and do this anyway. So just say, you know, I've noticed in my reality a lot of stuff about jealousies coming up, and I really don't want to have that happen in my wake state reality. Could we have that happen in my sleep state reality? Because really there's no difference between sleep state and wake state except for our perception. So and when we're sleeping and we're dreaming, we're perceiving it not to be real. And when we're awake, we're perceiving it to be real. But both are an experience of energy, and we're having this illusion of this reality on planet Earth that seems so real at times. And Saint Germain saying we got to get back to the laughter. We got to get back to remembering that everything's an experience, that it's not so serious, and to have fun again, because so many people are having all these triggers and shatters in order to awaken. But you get so deep into it, it all becomes serious. So if you want to ask your spirit guides to help you during sleep state, that's one way they can help you. So what happens if I have an experience and I was like, I don't want to clear this during wake state, could I transmute it during sleep state? What happens is my spirit guides wake me up right when I'm having a dream of the most intense emotion of my life. Like, say it was jealousy, it'd be very extreme jealousy. And then my spirit guides wake me up and I surrender to it and just kind of really just relax into that feeling of that emotion, because it was for lifetimes burying that emotion is what's causing all this dis-ease. And it's maybe 300 lifetimes that I've buried the same emotion, that I'm not letting it come to the surface. So your spirit guides will help you have a dream to bring that emotion to the surface. And once it comes, it is so uncomfortable, but it'll take about 3 seconds and they'll transmute it instantly back to love. And then they'll put you right back to sleep. So it's like they wake you up and then you feel the intense emotion, you surrender and relax into it, just as if it's really happening, because it feels like it's really happening, and just say, I surrender to this emotion. I surround it with my consciousness, and then it instantly transmutes back to love. And your spirit guide, like you'll be put back to sleep instantly. You won't even, in the morning, you'll be like, that was kind of a strange experience, but it's really helpful to have this, this tool that when you're having a difficult time with ascension symptoms or going through your day-to-day shatters, is what my husband and I call them, where the universe is showing you a reflection of what you have to yet to transmute back to love. Sometimes it's a little bumpy and it's easier to have it happen in your sleep. Saint Germain's also pointing out right now about chanting. He's saying some people that watch this, they're asking like, does chanting help to raise my vibration or get me into a state of, he's saying yes, it will help with the lucid dreaming. So whoever's asking that question, it helps, chanting does help. He's showing me some, it's like East Indian or Eastern medicine or something. There's videos and they're chanting, and I can see them in, I see it's like East Indian chants or something. There's somebody that's doing those or asking about them, and he's saying yes, those are helpful to keep doing them, and that's helping to raise your vibration. And you can also do it, he's saying, to help with the lucid dreaming or premonition dreams, or just chanting in the morning. He's saying don't get obsessed with it. There's somebody that's like really being obsessed with chanting, just to do it if you feel like doing it. If that's where you want to play, chant. It'll raise your vibrational frequency. It's the same as like meditation, or it's to raise your vibrational frequency to get you in a higher state of consciousness, which you can tap into universal energies easier. And yes, it will help with the lucid dreaming. So if you are chanting and then doing these lucid dreaming techniques, then that would add to it. So if anybody has any other questions about dreaming or sleeping or insomnia or anything around sleep state, put it in the comment section below. And if there's anything you want to add that I've missed or that you might do yourself that would help somebody else, then I'd love to hear it in the comment section. Thanks for watching and have a great night.